Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, my cozy craft room. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make scrunchie without sewing machine. All you need is your fabric of choice, needle and thread, safety pins, preferably the larger ones, and your elastic. Here you can see I have this DIY bubbkin. It's just a safety pin taped onto an end of a hair comb. So if you want to buy a bubbkin, you can find them on Amazon for like $6 to $9 depending on what they're made of. I'm not sure if you can find them on Michael's or Joann's. I haven't seen them in my local ones. I don't know if they just don't carry them in general or it's just my area that doesn't have it. So here I have bullet fabric. I like to use them instead of cotton. It's just because it gives you that full fluffy finish. So it's just personal preference. And I like to cut mine 5 inches to 6 inches wide and at least 30 inches long for extra large scrunchie. If I was to make the extra large, I would have 42 to 50 inches in length, but since we're just making an XL here, I just have it 30 inches. So you're gonna want your fabric folded in half, both printed or right side facing together, and we're gonna stitch these ends all the way just to make one piece essentially. For the stitch, I'm using the back stitch method. You can use blanket stitch if you like. I just don't like using the basic running stitch just because I don't feel like it's secured enough. So this is what's called the burrito method. I am just going to be folding it and then fold it again, and then we're going to start stitching these ends here together. to secure the other end of the elastic onto the fabric so it doesn't follow the other end that I'm feeding through. And here, as you can see, I'm using my bubbkin. This is the end that I'm gonna be feeding through the tube. And make sure that when you're feeding your elastic, it's not twisted. You definitely don't want it twisted, especially if you are using a wide elastic. So here I'm going to show you just making sure that it's not twisted. Okay, so now it's time to stitch these elastic together. So the reason why I cut my elastic to 8.5 inches is because you're gonna be losing at least an inch from sewing this elastic together. And I'm just gonna make sure that it is secured so that, you know, when you're pulling it and twisting it, it does not come undone. So now we are ready to close this opening here, and I'm gonna use invisible stitch. That way, you know, it's not so obvious where the opening was. So invisible stitch is basically you are stitching back and forth or side to side. Let me see if I can show you here. So you stitch through one side and then you go back to the other side like so, and then you just continue that until you get to the end of this opening.